All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here on this late Monday night. At least if you're still here on the West Coast with me. Pretty much everywhere else, it's Tuesday morning. And, by the time I'm done with this show or during the middle of the show, it's going to be Tuesday morning here on the West Coast. So, good morning. Good morning to everyone out there. I've got some great things to discuss here tonight. This is only going to be a brief show here. But before I get to all of that, let me first of all make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Let me check out the back end of YouTube and make sure that is rolling well. And it is. And let me also make sure that the notification goes out. It just did. Let me do a sound check also. Sound check. Glad you can all join me here on this late Monday night. At least All right. Everything is rolling well. All right. Wow. Lots to talk about. But before I get to the juicy stuff, let's just call it the juicy stuff, because that's what you folks want out here on YouTube. You want the juicy stuff, right? And I'm not really into drama or the juicy stuff, but sometimes you've just got to call a spade, right? Okay? And that's just the way it goes. And if there's one thing in this world that we are all entitled to, it is our opinions, right? GLM, I'm glad you're here. There's a 1 minute delay between what I say here and what goes out. I think you know how that goes in the chats. I know why you're here, GLM. And I think you're going to really like this show. I think you're really going to like this show. And I'm going to keep it respectful and positive, but, I'm going to talk about some things that you've even commented on around these YouTube streets over the last, I'd say, maybe, 8 to 12 hours. But before we get to that, the topic of today's show is scorned people on YouTube, plus tomorrow is my GF's birthday. One more time, the topic is scorned people on YouTube, plus tomorrow is my GF's birthday. ODN's in the house. I hope your woman has a great birthday, and yeah, it is sad to see some people get scorned and they can't get past it. Right. And they have to project their insecurities onto people like you, GLM, myself, my lady, right? That's what it's all about. It's just comical to me at this point. And, and here's the funny thing. The funny thing is, it's primarily the middle-aged women, that are scorned and that are coming at me. The men, yeah, they'll come at me every now and then, but then they back off. They say they're dumb things. They say, oh, your woman had her cervix blown out by Dante, right? Guys will do stupid shit like that, right? But these women, like really, these middle-aged scorned women, when they see a guy like me, they just, and I'm not even saying them all that. I'm just saying I'm in a good place. I come from a good family. I take care of myself. I dress nice. I've got a good YouTube channel, nice equipment. Like, why shouldn't I do this, right? But they feel that, I'm a phony and I shouldn't be doing this, or this is not the real me. Okay. So I've been a phony for the last 6 years. I'm putting on this charade, right? I'm a broke-ass loser, right? But I can afford to buy nice equipment and stuff, to upgrade my channel over the last 6 years, right? Okay. Yeah. Hey, Arnold, how you doing? We'll let Arnold stay. He's been cool lately. Arnold's Army of Love. It's going to be a great show. Yeah, it's not going to be too long of a show, but yeah, I've got some things to talk about. So first things first. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, right here on Coach Eli, 2 Authentic Live Streams, the most positive place on the internet. My lady Dawn and I, along with some people from my moderator crew, are going to be on the StreamYard panel, and we're going to be celebrating her 48th birthday. It's going to be my girlfriend Dawn's 48th birthday bash. So please join us. We're going to go live for a couple of hours. It's going to be a very informal show. We'll answer your questions in the chat as long as they're respectful and, legitimate and non-trollish. And we're just going to have a good time. And that's pretty much it. Things are going very well for my lady and myself. And we just want to have some fun and do something a little bit different. And she's going to make her camera debut tomorrow. Now, I've been talking about over the last several days and over the last week, I've purchased some new equipment. So my lady can eventually come and do shows on video right here in the studio with me, right? But we're not going to receive all pieces that are necessary to run the new microphone, all parts, that is, until this Thursday. So tomorrow, she's going to come on from our bedroom through her, smartphone. I'm going to set her up with a selfie stick, and she'll have her nice Turtle Beach headset I got her that she's been using even for audio only. But she'll be on camera. We'll bring her on through StreamYard, and we're going to bring on the rest of the panelists through StreamYard. But starting more than likely this weekend, because I'll have all the equipment received by this Thursday. And, I should have it all set up by Friday. Starting as early as this weekend, she'll be joining me here in the studio. And I just want to show you folks. I already put pictures of this on my community tab, but this is the new microphone. Sorry, I'm a little bit away. When you're using these studio microphones like the Shure SM7B I use in here, this is the holy grail of podcasting microphones. It's a $400 microphone. I got her the SM58, which is a $100 microphone. I got her the one with the on-off switch here, so she can even actually mute herself while she's on the air if she needs to cough or anything like that, right? This is the Shure SM58. I got this nice stand here. Got a good deal on this on Amazon. It was only like 20 bucks for the stand. But this is the tabletop stand. This is the microphone, and I have different color pop filter foams on it. This is the red foam. And if I take this off, just so people can see, this is the authentic Shure SM58. So let's put it closer here so you can see that. See right there? With my Sony a6400, nice high quality camera, Shure SM58. And see, it blurs me on the background there, right? Okay, there it is. So she'll be here in the studio. I'm just waiting to get the XLR cables. Like you see back here, that's an XLR port, right? And we'll plug into my audio interface, and she'll be sitting over here right next to me, and we're going to zoom back, and we're going to have a great show here, okay? It's going to sound great. This microphone sounds almost as good as the Shure SM7B. The reason why we got this microphone is because if her and I want to stand up and do some dancing at times, all I have to do is pull this off, and I can just use this mic like this. Now, this is not a live mic, obviously, but I'm just showing you for example purposes. So, yeah, here it is. That's that, okay? But it's funny to me how many people, criticize me, especially a group of scorned women out here on the internet. They criticize every little thing about me, which is, it's comical. Like, it doesn't upset me, and it doesn't upset my lady, but it's just really, really comical, right? And we might actually end up talking a little bit about that tomorrow. Hey, look, as much as I don't like drama, there's always going to be at least a little bit of drama in everyone's life, whether you like it or not, right? And as long as we talk about that stuff respectfully and maturely, that's not a problem, Plus, life coaching people, the people that need the most help are these people that are creating drama. They need to learn how to get a better grip on their emotional self-control. And they need to stop projecting their insecurities on the internet because it makes them look pathetic. Especially, grown-ass people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, right? So, now, GLM says, cool mic. Yeah, it's not a bad microphone. Look, this is the funny thing. Everyone in this community, nobody in this community besides myself has two Shure microphones. They're the holy grail microphones, GLM. The only other person that has a Shure SM7B is JB Gunner. who used to be a part of this community, but no longer is. He's doing his own thing. But no one else in this community has any Shure microphones, right? So, it was just a joke through the community I heard through a group of these ladies saying that, Eli's getting, Lady Baby a cheaper microphone. Yeah, it's a little bit cheaper, but it's still a Shure. And when you hear how this thing sounds, you're going to be blown away. It sounds better than any microphone you folks have out there. So there's that, right? Okay. I mean, over the last 6 years, no matter what anyone says, I've been working hard to up my game. I've been buying new equipment. Fiber internet came in my area, and so I broadcast in higher quality. I got a newer laptop. I got a newer real camera here where you can see things very clearly. Like, I'll put this little foam here. You can see it. This camera has perfect autofocus, and then it blurs me on the back. You see that? This is like this is a similar piece of equipment that I use on the trail to prevent, the wind noise from hitting the microphone. It's a windscreen / pop filter, just like the Shure SM7B has. It has a windscreen pop filter on here. That's what this that's what this thing here is, the black foam. But anyway. Her Hope Hurts in the house. Hey, Eli. Hey, Hope Hurts. She says, everyone hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Yes, please smash the thumbs up and share this out. We'd appreciate that. So I'm not going to show some things here on the screen that I'm going to be talking about, but I'm going to talk about two creators that tagged me in a community posting. And I just think it's very comical, what they said. One made a video on me. The other one was a community posting, right? And I have my reasons for not, putting things, not sharing this in video format. It is publicly available on YouTube, but, these people... they like to file copyright stuff, and, I just don't want to take any chances with this group of people. So I'm just going to look at this on my end and read this to you folks, and you'll get the idea. And this first one was from the channel called Looking on the Bright Side with Tammy. And this is somebody that GLM, the Gabriella Louise Martinez channel. That's not her real name, obviously. But she's known as GLM, also known as God Loves Me. That was the name of her first channel when she came out here many years ago when I met her out here on YouTube. And GLM so happens to live in San Francisco, half an hour north of where I'm at in Redwood City, California. Hang on a second here. I can't see it clearly because my video setting is 144p. Why is your video setting at 144p? I broadcast in 1080p at 60 frames per second. Unless you have a bandwidth issue or you're on a weak cell tower around your area, you should be able to watch this in 1080p, 60 frames per second, in very, very clear, very, very clear quality. I mean, you can even watch it in very clear quality on your smart TV in 1080p, 60 frames per second. So. Sorry about that. That's on your end. But yeah, so Looking on the Bright Side with Tammy titled her video to me, Looking on the Bright Side with Tammy, tip of the day at Coach Eli too. And I listened to this video out of respect for GLM, and I wanted to get to know Tammy too in a positive way. And let me just read you, I made a comment below this video. Let me read you my response to Tammy. I wrote, "Hello, Tammy. This is my first time commenting here and one of the first videos I've viewed of you. First of all, thank you for your feedback. Second, I don't diagnose people." So she was saying, who are you to diagnose people? And you're not a therapist or anything like that, or something like that. That's what a lot of people are saying. I've never claimed to be a therapist or anything like that. But this is what I wrote. Second, I don't diagnose people. I share opinions based on my experiences of 49 years. So she's entitled to her opinion of me. but I'm not entitled to my opinion of her or other people. That's the problem out here, right? Like I said at the beginning of the show, if there's one and only one thing that we're all entitled to in this world is our opinion. That's all. That's all we're entitled to, pretty much nothing else. But a lot of people out here on YouTube seem to think that they're entitled to their opinions, but no one is entitled to have an opinion of them. And those are people that are scorned. That's why I did this video. Those are people that are scorned. They're scorned, right? And yes, this is life coaching because this is the truth. This is true. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay. GLM says, that is my real name. What do you mean, Eli? GLM, I have a lot of respect for you. I've grown to have love for you. And you're always going to be GLM. It's all good. Lots of love. Hope Hurts at GLM. Sounds like a character from a Hollywood movie. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's continue here. Furthermore, in the comment to the response to Tammy's video. Third, anyone that watches a male creator that constantly says vile and very hateful things, especially about women, is in essence supporting that creator and what they are saying. So, yeah, we don't have to, many of us know of one particular creator that did a stream even, he did a stream a couple days ago. He's been removed from this platform, but he's back on their channel. It's still up for the time being. And he was just saying some very vile and hateful things about some women he's encountered with out here on YouTube in the past. And, you know, he seems to think like he's entitled to his opinion about them, but they can't have an opinion about him in return. And, you know, it's all an act for him. He knows it. It's all about the money. He's mentioned it many times, but people still want to support him, even though he talks about these very vile and hateful things, especially towards women, right? So then I wrote furthermore to Tammy in the comment. I said, you are a lady as well and shouldn't have to deal with that. That's all I was saying. Some creators on YouTube will say anything to get a reaction from people and make content off it. I hope this clears things up, and I wish you nothing but the best success in your endeavors. And she wrote back. Actually, I haven't even seen this. It's the first time I've seen this. Let's read what Tammy wrote. Oh, thank you. I just got this. Even though she responded right away, this was 11 hours ago. Okay, I just saw this. She goes, I appreciate your comments, Eli. I, having 56 years of life experience, am usually able to tell for myself if something or someone is not treating me the way I deserve to be treated. Let me share with you for just a moment my experience. A little over 2 months ago, I lost my daughter. I'm sorry to hear about that, Tammy. I didn't know about that. My condolences to you and your family wholeheartedly, and I can understand the reaction now. I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing. Without rehashing all the details of the hell I went through here on YT, Jamie and his community came out in numbers to support me. Well, yeah, see, Jamie's going to pick and choose people he's going to support, and I'm really glad he took the mature avenue on this. But that's, you know, one of the very few kind acts he's done compared to the incredible amounts of vile acts that supersede that. So I'm not taking anything away from you, but you know, I get what you're saying. Okay, not one time has he ever treated me anything other than a lady. Are you a financial supporter of him? Have you helped him grow his channel in some way, shape, or form? Have you done something for him that benefits him monetarily? Because if you have, then that's why he's probably treating you right. And he's a businessman. He's all about business out here, and he doesn't waste any time on people that don't support him monetarily. That's all I've seen in the last 5-6 years I've known him. But I'm glad, in this case, he treated you right. I'm glad it worked out. Let me see what the chat has to say in here. Let's see. At Hope Hurts says, GLM, you're lovely. Arnold's Army of Love, let's face it. Tammy is a major failure. I don't know if I'd go that far. I don't even know who she is. And I'm not here to criticize anyone in that way. I'm just here to share my opinions and help people. Hope Hurts, a smart TV and me is like an oxymoron. Okay, fair enough. Hope Hurts. GLM, you and Tammy are both entitled to your opinions, and so are you. Everyone's entitled to their opinions, GLM, right? Hope Hurts. Thank you at GLM. Heart of Palm. Heart of Palm, I really am not going to sit there. You gotta, I have to remove that. Approach it in a different way because come on. Hope Hurts. I don't think I would be able to cope the loss of a daughter. Yeah, I know that's tough. That's very, very tough. GLM says, I'm going to withdraw my opinions on this matter. Okay. Fair enough, GLM. Fair enough. Arnold says, it might be the only kind act he's done, influenced by cash flows straight into his pocket. Absolutely. I just did the same thing. And this is, look, Tammy, here's the thing. I've got a great woman that once I tell her your story, she's going to want to give you all her time and love for free with no expectation of money. And I know, GLM, you said you're going to withdraw your opinion on this matter because, GLM, you're very smart and you know that everything that Jamie does is money influenced, right? So the thing, Tammy, I have to say this. I'm really happy he treated you right and you feel respected. My question is, was that done free of charge or how much money did you buy into it? And again, I'm not saying this to be mean. My condolences to you and your family regarding your daughter. I can only imagine how that feels. I've never had kids. My girlfriend has 2 kids and they're still around. If something ever happened to them, I could only imagine how she would feel. Let's continue here. He has never degraded me. He has never told me I had to feel, do, say just what he demands. Not once. I am a very independent and intelligent woman, and I know just when someone is peeing on my boots and telling me it's raining. My mom uses the same line. Don't tell me, don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining is what my mom would say. I actually pride myself on knowing that. I understand you have many issues with Jamie and that other woman. I don't have any issues with them. They just love making content off of me because there's a group of people that pay them money to do so every now and then. And I don't know. I think they're just entertained by me. That's what it is. I don't know all of what has gone on, and I'm sorry that you all don't get along. I get along just fine, right? And I've taken the higher road and been very mature about this for a long time now. But those 2 that you just mentioned, they love drama content. They love drama content. One used to work in Hollywood and used to actually, do this for a while for a living in the real world. Now she does it out here on YouTube with Jamie. That's what she enjoys doing. So that's all it boils down to, ma'am. It's as simple as that. I did want you to know a different side of him. However, both I and my daughter's death have been used as content here on YouTube. It is a drawback of this platform. Well, there are very vile and hateful people that will use any type of content, regardless of how bad it is, to make money and get attention. Okay? Maybe you've donated to Jamie and been very supportive of him financially, to the point of where he's there to support you. But I bet you if you never paid a penny into him, he would have probably used this as content too. And just because he didn't do it to you, Tammy, does that make it okay for him to do it to other people like myself, like Tiff, or what's her name? Granny's watching, Jess, or many of the other people he's gone at. Just because you're the exception to the rule, does it make it okay for it to be done to the others? Yeah, I don't feel it's right for anybody to use the death of someone's family member as content, unless you're doing what I'm doing now and giving your condolences and being professional and being a good person about it. You're talking about them using your content or that situation in a negative and hateful way to get views and to make money. And that's just really scummy in my opinion. It really is. It really is. And that's why I'm doing this. These people are scorned. That's sad if it's true. What's sad if it's true? Let us know more what you mean by that. Hope hurts. It is a drawback of this platform, of course. I think we can agree you two have used the unfortunate situation with other creators as content as well. I too have done it. All I've ever done is call out their BS and what they're doing. I've never ever attacked anyone or anything like that. All I've done is try to defend myself. Now, have I done some things that ended up being the wrong thing to do as part of trying to defend myself? Like find out where people live and stuff? Yeah, I've been accused of doxing and other stuff like that. And I made some mistakes, but I did it with the right intentions to try to find out who these people were so I can get them to stop doing what they're doing. Similar as to what people apparently have been doing to you. And I think you're the same way, Tammy. I think you're, from what it seems like, you seem like somebody that is just trying to, help people and also defend yourself against scummy things that people are saying about you on the internet. I get it. Trust me. I get it. I already have, I don't know you that well, but based on what you're writing here, I can tell where your head and heart is at. I don't know you that well, but I can tell where your head and heart is at. Right or wrong, we all need to do better. Amen. I'm going to give you a big round of applause for that, Tammy. And GLM or anyone else, you can tell Tammy that I talked about this because I will not be tagging her in. Sometimes I do that, but in this case, I'm not going to tag anybody in. If they want to check it out, they can check it out. Furthermore, Tammy says, my issue was more with the very concerning comments you have made with the Gabby Petito case. Well, that's my opinion, right? Look, I don't condone anything or any harm against anyone, male or female, okay? And maybe it came off the wrong way, but how much longer are people going to talk about this? And no one, see, here's the thing. The only people that care about this are that group of people run by Jamie and the other woman, his business partner, right? Because they keep on using it as content because they know it incites their audience to keep them coming at me and, keep donating and keep coming back to view more of their streams and videos, right? I get it. I get why they're doing it. I should have phrased it differently and said, it's not right for a woman to lead a man on, and then use him, to try to get ahead in life, right? That's what Gabby Petito did, was use Brian Laundrie to try to become an influencer online. And, if you're in a relationship and you're going to get married and this and that, you can't shut out your partner. It just seemed like she was more into herself than into her relationship. Right? Now, again, I don't condone what Brian Laundrie did. It was wrong. That doesn't mean I can't understand why it happened. It was wrong. And you know what? I don't wish harm upon anyone. But I understand what triggered him to do that. Now, I'm a strong man and would never do that to anyone, no matter what a woman did to me. And I've had some women do some pretty, horrid things that cost me a lot of money, right? And it really upset me, but I let it go. I didn't go after them in that way. But for some men, based on their upbringing, they lack emotional self-control, and then they end up losing it and doing what he did. So there's a difference between understanding why something happened and condoning whether it happened or not. So I hope that clears it up. They are reckless and not having intimate knowledge of a situation to make the comments that you made. In public, most certainly did not help opinions about you. Well, I don't care about what people think about me. Here's the thing, Tammy. Here's the thing. Hey, Sifu Smo, how you doing? Let me get to the chat in a second. Tammy, here's the thing. This is the difference between myself and most other people. The only opinion of myself that really matters is my own. I really don't give a shit about what people think about me, right? So I really don't care about what a small group of my trolls and haters in this crappy little drama group think about me, right? There are many other people that love what I do and love what my lady and I do, okay? But that's the thing there. And this is what I'm trying to help people better understand out here on YouTube is that if you care too much about other people's opinions, you're going to fail. But it's going to run you off the platform. It's going to wear you down, and you're not going to get anywhere, and they're going to win, right? They may have been your opinion, but you will not find much love from women watchers making those kinds of comments. How do you know that? I've got a lot of women that enjoy my content. Some of them are here right now. My lady loves it. I have Holly and Sandra and many other women. How can you make a statement like that when you don't know who watches my stuff and who does it? I'm not criticizing you. I'm not getting upset. I'm just saying that there's always, two sides to every story, right? Or there's always two sides to every situation, right? The people in that Jamie group, which I guess you seem to want to be a part of, they're on the opposite side. The people that are on my side understand the statement I made, right? And people that don't like you because they're jealous and insecure and wish they could be like you are projecting. So they're always going to take the opposite end no matter what the right thing is, right? Even if they felt I didn't mean it in a demeaning way, they were going to twist it to make it appear that way because they're jealous of who I am. That's the bottom line. And I'm saying that with humility. I'm saying that in a humble way. I'm not saying I'm all that. I'm just saying that's the situation right there. I too wish you every happiness and hope that we both got something from this conversation. Of course, I get something from every interaction. Hey, you're welcome to comment here anytime you want. You can comment on my channel. I don't even know. I mean, look, Tammy, let me see if you're blocked on my channel, I would be happy to unblock you. I would be happy to unblock you. Let me see here. Yeah, you are blocked. I will unblock you, okay? So I've unblocked you looking on the bright side with Tammy. You're welcome to come into my chats and share your opinions, and GLM is around, so is Coach J-Rom and some other really good, positive people. And I think you should test it out because I think, you should see how Jamie reacts to it, because if Jamie's okay with you doing whatever you want to do and going where you want to go, then he should have no problem with you being in my chat. That's all I'm saying. I'm just putting it out there. Not a big deal. Either way, the choice is yours. But thank you. Great response there. Let's see here. Hope Hurts says, a person can gain a lot by helping others without financial gain. While we need money to live, eat, etc., ultimately money can't fix loneliness. I would burn $1 million for a true love. And furthermore, Hope Hurts says, sad if they're just using people for money. That's what it all boils down to. Look, there's I'll tell you this, that Jamie guy rebroadcasted my walking live stream a couple days ago. Okay. And at the end of the stream, he was saying, Eli, if you're listening, I heard it, James. He goes, Eli, if you're listening, this is all about money for me. It's all about money. Right? Right? And, go and check it out. If he removes it, I downloaded a copy of it because I want to have a copy of him saying that. I want to have a copy of him saying it's about money for me, right? He said it himself. I don't understand why people don't get that. It's about money for him. And same with his business partner. It's about money, right? And so be it. If that's the way they want to make money, no problem. It's just that, people should be able to choose where they want to go. And if they want to come here and there, they shouldn't be, punished for it, right? Hey, Sifu Smoke. Tupac, apparently his father's on the spectrum. I don't know, man. And I don't really want to talk about his parents. I'm not here to talk about his parents or anything like that. All I'm here to talk about is stuff that happens on YouTube, right? Whatever people do in their personal lives, unless they want to share like my lady and I do, that's on them. What happens out here on YouTube affects the community and it affects me. So if it affects the community and it affects creators and other people, then it affects me as well. So I'm gonna state my opinion on it. Let me see here. We are at 34 minutes. I'm gonna go through the comments here and then take a quick break and come back for another 30 minutes because I have another person I want to talk about here that tagged me in a community posting. So another woman, Katie F, says, sorry, I've not been around much in the last week. I have and are super busy. Hopefully I'll catch a live soon. I love you, sister. Okay. It's fine, love. I'm Zen, 55. I saw that clip long ago where he berated the dead. He's a fool. When did I berate the dead? Yes, he is. I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you talking about Gabby Petito? Get over that. It was my opinion on that. These people, man, they just let nothing go. Dreamboat Annie. I've seen her around every now and then. Eli is a passive-aggressive bully. Really? And your buddy Jamie isn't? Come on. Not a fan. Never was. That's great. You don't have to be a fan. But with that being said, you're still going to state your opinion, ma'am. You're not a fan. Instead of just moving on to someone else you can be a fan of, you want to try to come at the person you don't like on a social media platform. Okay, fair enough. I'll share my feedback on that, ma'am. But with that being said, this puts things back in the drama. Sure, if you want to call it that. It does no good to make suggestions or call out this dude. Well, it's a waste of your time because all I'm doing is sharing my opinions just like you are. Am I not entitled to my opinions just like you are? I might suggest moving along from this one. Waste of time, just my 2 cents. I love you, friend. Actually, Dreamboat Annie, it was not a waste of time because I think Tammy and I have a lot in common, and who knows? Who knows what happens? I'm not going to force Annie to do what I'm not going to force Annie to be my friend or hang around my channel or work with me. But from the response I got from her, a well-written response, 4 paragraphs long, that says a lot. She cares. Okay? And I think she's got a great gift to share with the world out here on YouTube. I just feel she's with the wrong group of people that's going to keep her from fully sharing that gift. I think, in my opinion, Tammy, I think more so, you should find other channels that suit more of what you're trying to accomplish, more positive, uplifting stuff like I do, not hateful, vindictive, and attacking things like Jamie does. You give him credit for helping you, right? And you and Jamie and everyone else is constantly calling me out on this Gabby Petito thing, but you're not calling him out on the multiple amounts of women he's attacked over the last 5 years on this platform, even if it was for entertainment. The vile words he used, right? Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've made those mistakes in the past, but come on here. See, this is the thing. And when all these women, no disrespect, you ladies are really scorned. And it's not Jamie's fault, and it's not my fault. You ladies have your own issues that you haven't been able to work through. You're middle-aged ladies with issues, right? Maybe you're divorced. Maybe you're having a hard time finding a good man. Maybe you don't like your career. Maybe you don't like the way you look. I don't know, right? But instead of coming out here and projecting that on YouTube and hanging around with hate groups, okay, and attacking other people you perceive to be better than you, how about focusing on fixing the issues and bettering your life? I don't get that, right? GLM says, this makes me sad. So much for positivity. And then Tammy says, oh, honey, don't be. We are right back to positivity. I just had to get that out. And then GLM furthermore says, you think Eli is the bully, not the mob who has been harassing him for years on end? Great point, GLM. I don't agree anyone should bully Babe. So you're saying that about my lady, that no one should bully my lady, but it's okay to bully Eli, right? And the truth of the matter is, those people on the other side, when they rebroadcast me, they are bullying me. They're constantly bullying me, right? Right? But they know I'm not going to do anything about it, and I'm not, because I'm a strong person, and I recognize it, and it doesn't bother me, right? But it is bullying, right? I don't understand. Like GLM, I just don't understand how people don't see the bullying coming to me. But they're able to support these people, and then they're coming at me saying that I'm the bully? How am I the bully? What have I done? Right? I've done a few things in the past to try to defend myself, and they ended up not being the right ways of defending myself. But I apologize, and I haven't done anything in years. I don't get it. So we are at 40 minutes. You know what? I was going to take a break, but I'm going to wrap this up in about 15 to 20 more minutes here. I'm going to just keep going. I've got one more community post to read here. Somebody tagged me in a community post, but before I get to that, let me read the chat here. We got 19 people here. Thank you so much for being here. ODN says maybe they're talking about, the millennial berated Jeff after he passed away. He said all kinds of negative things about him, accusing him of being a drug addict. Yeah, no, he did. I remember that. Now, it's one thing to come out and say, hey, we all love Jeff. He was a really, really good guy. But, he was, doing drugs and drinking heavily, and that's probably something that, contributed to taking his life. But God rest his soul, right? There's a right and a wrong way to say it. But the way that he says it, he does it for shock jock value content. So people can tune in and his numbers go up, right? That's what he does. You're right, ODN. Sifu Smo, Dion says, hey, ODN. Ninja says, yo, sup, homie, Sifu. Yeah, it's great to see you guys here. You like the late night streams, huh? I wasn't going to stream tonight, but I wanted to promote my lady's 48th birthday bash tomorrow. ODN furthermore says, he literally told a young boy that he wants to do something not right to him. Let's put it that way. I won't read it exactly that way for YouTube purposes. They're more concerned about what you said about Gabby Petito than the young. I get it, dude. Yeah, bro. It's stupid, bro. It's us folks that are in the right place mentally, unlike some of these other people. We all know, what's right and wrong, right? Or what's more right than wrong. At least we can say that, right? A lot of women are attracted to abusive men. Yeah, that's because that's what they've been used to. And my lady and I want to help women like that, break that cycle. My woman's been abused before, so she, her being with me, and I'm very good to her. She's good to me. She and I together are going to help these women, get past all this abuse. There's also been studies proving that women are attracted to homosexual men. Okay, well, yeah. It's a different world we live in. It's a very progressive world we live in, ODN, and I'll just leave it at that. We can talk about that another time. But yeah, man, I get it. Hope hurts. Maybe the bullies enjoy it too much to see how they are harming you. It's sad but possible. No, it's not about that. Hope hurts. It's about one thing. It's about what makes them money. That's all. See, if everyone would understand this one thing, it's about money. What's going to make them money? Okay? There's a few creators that are doing this for money, and they know how to play the audience. That's all it boils down to. Nothing less, nothing more. GLM says, I agree. You haven't done anything to anyone in years. But see, GLM, even when I was doing things, I was doing those things to try to defend myself against what was being done to me. But I didn't realize the way I was trying to defend myself was the wrong way. So I unintentionally made those mistakes, but I still apologize for them. I think you understand that. But yes, thank you for that. I haven't done anything in years. Nothing at all. ODN says he has literally threatened people's lives and people's parents' lives, but that's okay with them because he looks harmless like a little doughboy. They think it is funny until it happens to them. Right. His current channel, he has 2 channels, and they're still up. I guess the people that were flagging him have laid off. Either that or YouTube's taking a siesta or something. Everyone hit the thumbs up, says Hope Hurts. We have 4 likes, 18 in the box. Admirals for Life. Hey, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the show, Hope Hurts. Yes, you got that number right. Hope Hurts, okay. GLM. Sifu Smo says, GLM with 3 exclamation points. What's going on, Sifu Smo? Dion? What's going on, bro? If you're around tomorrow afternoon, join us on panel, bro. My lady's going to make her YouTube camera debut. My lady Dawn. All right, so the second thing I want to go over, and again, I'm not showing this on the screen because these people like to flag things down, even for just showing comments, so I'll just read it. It's publicly available, right? So this woman by the name of Auntie Side-Eye, a big supporter of Jamie, Legion side, whatever, right? A lot of these people now, I don't know, they're trying to come at me when all I've been trying to do is protect them from having their channel shut down. You know, I made a few statements publicly saying, hey, look, I'm not here to kick anyone down, including Jamie, including anyone else. I'm just saying he's been banned from the platform. If you bring him on your channel, even as a guest, you risk being terminated, right? It's not worth the risk. That's all I said, right? Now, I've heard different stories about this Auntie Side-Eye. I don't know her that well. I haven't paid too much attention to her content, but from what I've heard, she's, to put it politely, a little all over the place. And that's okay. It is what it is. I'm not attacking you, Auntie. I'm just saying, you know, I've heard that you're a little all over the place. Okay. It is what it is. So she tags me in a community post and says, at Coach Eli 2, please keep my name out of your mouth. I don't speak on you and don't want to back and forth with you. I don't know you and don't care to. Well, Auntie Side-Eye, here's the thing. I'm not saying anything negative about you. And I have the right to talk about anyone I want to talk to because you're on a public platform and you're a public figure on this platform. So, ma'am, the first bit of advice I'd like to give you is that if you're not open to criticism and scrutiny and all that kind of stuff, then YouTube's not the place for you. Okay? You're a public figure, so you're wrong there. Okay? And what I said was nothing but supportive and trying to help you by not doing something that's going to take your channel down, right? But this just more so goes to prove that for some reason you're really enthralled into all that drama on that other side, and that's fine. Do you? But if your channel goes down, don't cry for me, Argentina, right? I don't know you and don't care to. Okay, well, that's fine. You might change your mind down the road. A lot of people might change their mind. You never know. You never know. I'll remember you said this if you change your mind, Tammy. Not Tammy, sorry, Auntie. This is Auntie Side-Eye. Tammy, we're already done with that comment section. GLM says, that's Sifu Smo with the smiling emoji. The Holy Toast Show, yo, how you doing? GLM says, Tammy, and GLM's also a channel member here. Thank you for that, GLM. Tammy is a lovely lady, and I think you two can become buds someday. Listen, GLM, I'll tell you what. If you want to, sometime, this week is going to not be, it's not a good week. But maybe later this week or maybe early next week. Maybe you, Tammy, and I can get on the panel on your channel. Let's try to get you some traction there, get you to 1,000 subscribers. You're getting close, right? And we can talk. And let's see how it goes. She can ask me anything. I'll ask her anything. I'll be polite. We'll have a great conversation. If you're down for that, GLM, I'd be down for that. 22 in the box in the middle of the night. 3:21 a.m. Eastern, 12:21 a.m. Pacific. West Coast is the best coast for streaming. I have to say that every time I stream late. All right. So this was a couple hours ago. I wrote back. I commented on, Auntie's comment section from my Coach Eli 2 channel that I'm on right now. I go, wow, look at all these grown adults here acting like a little kid that had their toy taken away, LOL. And someone thumbed it up, and I think that might have been you, GLM. Excuse me. And then after that, I wrote, excuse me, sorry, my throat. Let me mute a second. All right, we're back. I wrote, oh, by the way, Auntie, I don't do the back and forth thing like your buddy Jamie wants. I'm much more mature than him and most of the people on your end. At the same time, are you saying I can't share my opinion at times, but you and others can share their opinions about me anytime you feel like it? Come on now, LOL. How many streams that, Jamie and his female business partner have rebroadcasted of mine have you attended and talked smack about me in? And I just ignore it. I've ignored it all this time. So let me say this, Auntie. What you're saying is that you're allowed to talk about me whenever you feel like it, but I'm not allowed to talk about you, right? And I may be talking about you now, but I'm just, having a reasonable, mature conversation. I'm not even attacking you, right? Scorned women is what it is. Scorned people. It's all about scorned people, especially these women coming out here on YouTube and projecting. And here's the biggest scorned woman, and you're gonna love this one, Sifu Smoke, because I think you said you met this woman, Jamie's Corner 3.0. Oh, my favorite. You're my favorite, Jamie. And I'm talking female Jamie, Jamie's Corner, right? That's sarcasm, Jamie's Corner. She's been talking smack about me for years. She wishes she could have a guy like me. I say that humbly. And she's jealous of what my lady has, what my family has, and what I've built on my own as well to contribute to what my family has as well, right? So she's sitting here projecting. Eli, the fake life coach, likes to insert himself in everyone's business. Ma'am, you're doing the same thing. I'm not inserting myself. I'm responding to what you folks are talking about. How am I inserting myself? All I want to do is do my own thing and help uplift people. But people like you've been talking about me mad shit in all these rebroadcasts for years. I never acknowledged you, ma'am. Not one time I'm doing a show and showing how pathetic you are, right? He's trying to poach Jamie's audience like he has for years and it never works. Jamie's only on here because of what I did for him 4 or 5 years ago. I don't care if you believe me or not. It doesn't matter. And I'm not trying to poach anyone. I'm just doing my thing. I'm a YouTuber. And why would I try to poach an audience of people that don't like me and would never come to my end anyways? Come on, man. If you're gonna respond with some critical thought, put some actual thought into it first. You use your brain, man. And I wrote back to her. I commented. I said, "You know what's funny, Jamie? I never ever talk about you, and you always talk about me. It's true. Thank you for always keeping me top of mind." I'm kind of messing with her there because it's ridiculous, right? With your attitude and how poorly you treat people and yourself, right? You'll never find a good guy like me in your life. I admit that's rubbing it in a bit, right? But she's been coming at me for a while, so you deserve that, Jamie. Okay. maybe when you finally grow up, this woman's like in her I think she's like 2 or 3 years younger than me. I think she's like 46, 45, 46, 47. Or maybe she's even closer to my age. She's in her late 40s, right? A grown-ass woman in her late 40s. Maybe when you finally grow up, things will change. Until then, keep projecting onto me. It is rather comical. Let's see what my chat has to say regarding this. I'm doing okay. I'm doing quite well, Holy Toast Show. Thank you for asking, man. Sifu Smo, GLM, how have you been? I'm waiting for Sifu Smo to share his thoughts about this, because he said he's in New York, and I guess he went out to Canada to visit Jamie's Corner, and he's like, whoa, man, that was just that was just a horrible thing, huh? I wish I would have known you were going out there, bro. I would have saved you the heartache and the money. My God. All right. This woman, Samantha Bree, says, why did he even mention you? I find it ironic how he preaches about positivity yet allows some really nasty stuff in his chat, essentially cherry picks and ignores it. Yeah, I'm smart. I do cherry pick, ma'am. Cherry picking is a great way to live life. You focus on stuff that benefits you and you trash things that don't. Who doesn't do that, ma'am? Auntie Side says, yep. And then Jenny's Books and Blogs, a mentally challenged woman and disabled woman from Canada. No disrespect. Okay. I'm not saying anything bad. It's just the truth. Okay. She goes, he loves Pastor Fake and agrees the videos about us. That doesn't make any sense, Jenny. And Jenny, you wanted to interview me? No, I'm not going to waste my time being interviewed by someone that disrespects me at the level you do. And quite frankly, Jenny, I'm not trying to be overly critical, and I'm not trying to bash you, but I just don't think you have the capacity to really realize what's going on. And I say that respectfully, without, trying to bash you due to your mental illness. That's all. I mean, that I'm being truthful. You want to bash me for saying, hey, you got mental illness and you have a disability. I'm not bashing you for that. I'm saying that's what it is, and that's why you're reacting the way you are. And that's why you hang around who you hang around with. I wrote back to that thread to Samantha Bree. I mentioned her because I felt like it, and it made sense to do so. I am a very positive person, and calling out negative people and their BS is not being negative. It's just raising awareness. LOL, it's the truth. That's all it is. Right? And here's the thing. I mentioned her. I'll say it again like I did at the beginning here when I started reading this thread on the community post, because I was hoping she was not going to do the same thing that another content creator did for the creator, Jamie, that was removed off this platform for circumvention. I was hoping that Auntie's not going to let Jamie come on her channel like what's her name did. I can't remember her name now. The other one that got removed. And so many women, I'm losing track. Right? But that's all. That's all. I was trying to just throw out some friendly advice. I never said one thing negative, but because how invested these people are into Jamie's content, and they know how, Jamie is controlling over where people go, especially if his people come to my end. He doesn't like that, right? That's what made Auntie react. That's all. It's like the group. It's like the group mentality thing, the group thought mentality thing. It's like the group pack mentality. We stick together no matter what. Even if we disagree on stuff, we're a group. And even if I disagree with most of what Jamie says, for example, I'm still just going to go with it because I'm a part of the group. I don't believe in the group thought mentality. It's about individual thought. Then there's this guy named David A. I've seen this guy around for a while. Okay. He's like shaking my head. He's delusional. And I wrote back and I said, hi, am I delusional, David? Be more specific, or are you just following the crown, bro? I meant to say crowd. I'm going to edit that. Crowd. There we go. Edited. Let's see. Admirals for life and switch sides all the time. Yeah, what were you saying that to, Admirals for life? More specific. Hope hurts. Just say she is 33, so not to offend her. Are you talking about my lady? My lady's proud to be 48. Yo, Toast says ODN. And you're talking about Amber's Alerts. That's right. Okay, sorry. It was Amber's Alerts that lost her channel. And all I was trying to do is put out a message and say, hey, look, you know, Auntie, you know, if YouTube can associate your channel with his, they'll take you down. Do you want to risk that? I'm just saying, you know, be smart about it. I never said one thing negative, right? But because this guy said so many hateful things to me, these women just hate me without even knowing who I am, right? Or these people that support him just hate me without even knowing who I am. Because he's so good at repeating things from the past and editing things and splicing things up and over dramatizing them and making them appear worse than they are. Yeah. So I get it. It's not a big deal. All right. Let me see here. Some lady called Be Good. Auntie is our favorite auntie on YouTube, so you all leave her alone. If you don't, I will pay her to make a gnome of you. What the hell's a gnome? What is this gnome crap? I will pay her to make a gnome? Search Google for gnome. A small garden ornament in the form of a bearded man with a pointed hat. Informal, a small, ugly person. What are the meaning behind gnomes? Gnomes are known as symbols of good luck. Originally, gnomes were thought to provide protection, especially of buried treasure and minerals in the ground. They are still used today to watch over crops and livestock. A gnome is a mythological creature and diminutive spirit in Renaissance magic. My God, I'm going to make a gnome of you if you don't stop. I'm going to pwn you. I remember that pwn, P-A-W-N, right? Pwn you, right? Remember the Mad Shang used to do that, ODN? I'm going to pwn you. Or I'm going to make a meme of you. I'm going to meme you, gnome you, pwn you, dox you. We got grown-ass adults, men and women, grown-ass men and women on YouTube saying that if you don't leave Auntie alone, I will pay her to gnome you. To make a gnome of you. What the fuck is a gnome? And that's that. There was another. There's another one. Tiff and the Days. I guess that's a sock account making fun of the real Tiffany. He's an attention-seeking narcissist with everybody in his mouth for clout. I'm just sharing my opinion, just like Jamie does, just like his business partner does. Why am I not allowed to share my opinion, but you folks are allowed to share your opinions about myself and others, right? How does that make you a clout seeker, right? And in essence, if we're all making comments and we're all making opinions of each other on YouTube as YouTubers, then are we all clout chasing each other? Like, what the hell is wrong with you people? Why do you blame people for doing the same thing that you're doing? He's an attention-seeking narcissist with everybody in his mouth for clout. No, I just think it's comical how you grown-ass adults behave like little kids on YouTube publicly. It's sad. Jenny's books and vlogs, again, 100%. Oh, of course, Jenny. What else do you have to bring to the table? And then I commented back and said, oh, yeah, that's exactly what I am. I was being sarcastic. And I am not allowed to grow my presence on YouTube because people like you say I shouldn't, comma, LOL. Plus, I'm not hiding behind a nameless and faceless Google account. Right. You're a sock account, you know, trying to go at some other woman out here that uses her real name and shows her face. You are a nameless and faceless troll, calling me a narcissist and saying that I have everyone's name in my mouth for clout, when the people you follow, that's what they're doing. Wow. LOL, it's so comical to see so many degenerates attack me. Haha, you're degenerates. They're scorned degenerates is what they are. We're almost done here, folks. Jenny's books and blogs. Both of them like to listen to fake lies and fake news on YouTube. And Auntie said they like to spread them too. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about me? All I'm doing is responding to what you folks are publicly putting out there. If you're talking about me, all I'm responding to is what's being publicly put out there, either in a video or in the comments section of a posting or below a video or live stream replay. Brutally honest. Leave Auntie alone. Well, if she doesn't want to deal with the court of public opinion, then YouTube's not the place for her. Bottom line. All right, we're done. We're at 1 hour and 7 minutes. Let's go through the chat one more time, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Let's see here. ODN says, we are living in a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Up is down and down is up. Your average Joe who does the right thing does not get as many views. Does not get me as many views as someone who is doing something terrible. Yeah, that's the positive stuff is being diluted by the negative shit. That's the problem, right? Hope Hurts. No, that's the other lady, I think. Okay. Alerts is Amber. That's Amber's Alerts. That's the one that was removed. I know that for a fact. Admirals for Life says the other side flips sides on each other all the time. They are just angry, bored people. They are angry, bored people, but you have to understand also, Admirals for Life, there are a couple people in that group that are running that whole group, and their entire purpose is to make as much money as possible while entertaining these people. So yes, the most of them are just angry, lonely, bored, and miserable people. And Jamie and his female business partner both know that, and they've just learned how to capitalize that. I don't see why you folks can't see that. I've been saying that for years, and people still don't see that, right? Admirals for Life. I'm going to have an aneurysm trying to figure them out. They're not smart people. I've been saying this, and I'll say it again. Admirals for Life. Jamie and his female business partner, they're in this 100% for the money. Yes, have they made some friends? Sure. I'm not taking that away from them or anyone, right? But for the most part, okay, they know a lot of these people are really messed up mentally. They're mentally challenged or there's something wrong, right? But they're not going to tell them that, because if they tell them that, they're going to lose that audience that's feeding them money. You understand what I'm saying? Both those two that are business partners, they know how to play the audience, at least in the genre of drama. They are masters of drama content, right? They are. They're masters of doing this, right? And I know what they're doing, and I could probably do what they're doing better than them. I don't have it in my heart to create content like that. GLM says LMFAO. I'm dead right. Ha 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 ha. Furthermore, GLM says at Sifu Smo, I'm great. How you been? Hope hurts. Eli, a legendary dwarfish creature supposed to guard the Earth's treasures underground. Yeah, well, yeah. I all this stuff, memes, gnomes, poning you, whatever. You know, I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna be 50 at the end of the year. I mean, enough said. GLM says, don't get gnomed out here on these YT streets. I don't even know what the hell that is. GLM? Don't get gnomed out. It used to be memes, now it's gnomes, right? Gnomes. Hope hurts. My friend brings lots to the table. He is a chief or chef. Sorry, chef. Brings lots to the table. He's a chef, so he brings food to the table. Lots of food. Okay. Admirals for life. Everyone wants to judge people, but hate getting judged. It's crazy. Right. Especially with these people. They want to come out and say that I'm some fake life coach that's a broke-ass loser that's got nothing going on in my life. Right? Because that's a direct reflection of how they see themselves. Right? I mean, I can see teenagers doing this, right? But grown-ass men and women in their 30s, 40s, and 50s behaving this way, it's asinine. It's sad. It's sad, the level of, or the lack of maturity that we have in this modern world nowadays, especially with the internet. It's exposing all of it. It really is. Hope hurts. Eli, do another hour. Go on. Say it's Christmas. I really got to get to bed because I'm going to be doing breakfast with my mother and my girlfriend tomorrow. It's my girlfriend's birthday. We're going to do Mother's Day breakfast tomorrow because my mom didn't want to do it on Sunday because, you know, she had to go to church and the restaurants were going to be too busy. So we're having Mother's Day / birthday breakfast with my mother and my girlfriend tomorrow morning. And then at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, right here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams, the most positive place on the internet. We're going to be doing My Lady Dawn's 48th birthday bash. And with that said, I'm going to wrap it up. We're at 1 hour and 12 minutes. I got to go, folks. Thank you very much to everyone for being here. Please be there for my lady tomorrow. The more, the merrier. Okay. You know, I'm sure there's going to be a simulcast of this at some point tomorrow. Somebody will do it. Just ignore it. We're going to ignore it and just, celebrate here. It's going to be a great day. We would love it if you could join us. With that being said, have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.